Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Kifd versus Tittily. This is round 2 of the group stages, and I'm here with my co-caster, Callicles, my brother. Go ahead and say hello.
Wiggity wiggity, what's up?
That is
This is
Callicles.
really proverbial David versus Goliath match here because Tiddly is about I don't know, I would say maybe an upper level gold player, and Kifd is probably lower to mid diamond.
Yeah, that's true. Although Kifd hasn't played for a little while, he's been working on that campaign portrait. You see the little lady picture. And Tittily has been wonderfully losing games to none other than you. Hopefully I won't spoil those matches too much, though.
I would never spend 18 hours playing a game on Brutal just so I could get a picture of a woman next to my name.
Yeah.
Really, they dropped the ball on that. I mean, Kerrigan or not, I don't really care.
Alright, well, we've got Kifd spawning over here as the orange Protoss on the 3 o'clock position, and we have Tittily spawning as the bluish Zerg at the 9 o'clock position. Tittily looking like he's gonna do the little extractor trick to get to 11 drones.
Which does not really benefit you, in my opinion.
Well, there's a lot of things
The
in
math
your
on
opinion
it is
don't
arguable,
actually
man.
happen.
Well, no, it's still it's arguable. It gives you like a 2 or 3, mineral boost over the next 5 minutes, and then it's arguable that it gives you practically nothing after that.
Oh,
Man.
it does it? You've done this math? You know this?
I'm just repeating what I have heard from day 9.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's excellent. Well, we can see that Os is actually not deciding to scout cross position, at least with his first Overlord. That's pretty uncommon, seeing as this Overlord right here is going to get here, but he's going to get there a lot later. This Overlord could have already scouted out that lower position. Kifd is, of course, in the main of Tittily
Stealing
already.
gas.
Wait, where's the gas steal? I don't see a gas steal.
Thought he was going to.
Where? Oh yeah, there we go. Kifd's got Tittily pulling half of his drones offline. There might be a surround here. He's really baiting him into that. Os is following that probe round with one drone. Pretty much no reason to do that at all, but that's okay. If you're Terran, you kind of want to do that because then it keeps that probe off of your builders. But as Zerg, there's really no reason to do that. Go over here and see in Kiv's space, he's teching up normally. He's got the Cyb core going down at around 16. Second pylon's out. He's opting to chrono boost a Zealot, and you can see he's rallied it right to the little space between the Cyb core and the pylon for his little wall in.
So I think this is a really late gas for Tiddly, because you really want to have that speed on your Zerglings started a lot earlier, and you're not going to be able to do that if you gas this late.
Yeah.
And essentially, it means you should practically just skip Zerglings, in my opinion, because I feel like unless they're Speedlings, they're pretty much worthless.
So your strategy, ooh, there's a hatchery going down, but let's leave that. So your strategy, if you don't get gas this early, is to skip Zerglings. Might I ask what unit you would get instead that requires no gas?
Well, no, you would just tech. You would just tech. You're not going to be able to.
See.
Yeah, all right. This is why I am. Yeah, I'm the John Madden casting the baseball game here.
It's okay, man.
But fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I just play.
No, it's all right. It's quite all right. I mean, I wanted to know. But so anyway, he's throwing down another. He did this in a previous game. That's why I said another. But he's throwing down a hatchery in his main. Personally, I think this is the poor man's build. Like, if you can't actually, I mean, look at this. He's actually doing a good job of spawning larvae. He's only got 4 energy on that queen when he's spawning that larva.
What is the purpose of putting that hatchery there?
You
though?
get.
I mean, we might as well just expand with it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is if he knows that he's not going to actually put drones at this expansion here. But then it really doesn't matter. That hatchery's in a little bit of a safer position, and if he works up energy on his queen, he can walk his queen back and forth and double spawn larva. But it's really a bad play. Then again, when you have 900 minerals at like the 3 or 4 minute mark of the game, and you really don't have anything to spend them on, you're probably doing something wrong and need that hatchery anyway. He's got a couple Zerglings out here to scout. I'm not really sure what his long-term strategy is, besides maybe get a ton of Zerglings. I think he's about to throw it up. There's a Baneling's nest going down. This is actually interesting. This is a good counter to 2-gate Robo. Kifd's very, very excited about this 2-gate Robo play. He thinks that that Ost really doesn't do anything that can counter it. Of course, I think it might come a little too early for this Baneling's nest, seeing as he's at 700 minerals and he's...
And he actually has no fighting units.
Yeah, he really has none.
Yeah, he's 6 Zerglings.
But yeah, the idea is that the Zealots take out the Zerglings and the Immortals deal with buildings, spine crawlers, and just roaches if they come out. And which is exactly what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure Tilly's going to either throw down 2 spine crawlers or he's just decided to incorporate those drones into his army. There are the spine crawlers. A little bit behind that hatchery, so it's probably not going to work out too much.
Good. It's good placement, actually, in order to protect that hatchery, but also get coverage on your main mineral line.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would want them a little bit further to the left.
We go into the production tab. We see 14 Zerglings coming out, but there's no speed on those Zerglings, so that sentry is going to have enough for 2 force fields. That's just ridiculous. Like, this is not going well right now for Tittily. More
Zerglings though is it's a good idea.
If he can somehow morph...
He needs to have speed though, and he's not even researching it.
If he can somehow morph... well, he has a lot of Zerglings. He needs to morph some of those in Banelings in the back, like over here, somewhere hidden. Oh, no. What are you doing with those spine crawlers?
What did he do? That's going to take so long.
Pull back so right here, this is pretty much the wrong thing to do.
Well, he got away with it, but really, that fight would have been easily his if he had just taken and researched speed.
It's alright. These Zerglings are obviously going to come out and clean up that Immortal. Zerglings versus Immortals is just bad news. I like how he has that Stalker down there to give him a little more support, but hilariously enough, Kifd actually could be in some trouble here. I would expect him to throw down...
Yeah, he needs to counter.
Yeah, there it is. He's throwing down 2 more gateways, and he's just going to do this again with a 4-gate 1 Robo push.
Finally, we have speed coming out back at the base, and he's researching Baneling metabolic boost.
Centrifugal hooks. This is actually might be a little problematic for him. What is that Stalker doing? Getting a little nice micro in. I'm going to look to see Kifd throw down an expansion here, seeing as Tittily has gone very hard for this.
2 base 3 hatch is a really viable build in my experience. I've done that several times and got a lot of success with it.
Is this StarCraft 1? When has having multiple hatcheries in
this
your
was
base?
Actually Command and Conquer.
Oh, okay, Command and Conquer. Kifd getting angry at the Menk statue, clearly hot off of the campaign. I don't want to spoil that for you, Callie, seeing as you're still on like the 3rd mission on hard or normal or whatever you're playing it on.
Fuck single
Actually
player.
playing it on casual.
I don't want to play against a computer. I'm playing it on hard, thank you very much. And I played 1 mission on brutal.
So we got a little bit of a passive mode here. I'm really actually surprised that Kifd hasn't gone for an expansion yet. He's probably just waiting for that +1 upgrade. Key little thing to note about that +1 upgrade is that Zealots can now kill Zerglings in 2 hits rather than in 3. That's really big, especially when your opponent only has Zerglings and a few Banelings. If Tilly can morph a few more Banelings and not actually just suicide them into Immortals like he did right there and promptly lose the game,
is not good.
He could actually have taken out all those Zealots and then had a really naked army to deal with. Hydras are out. This is a very good tech switch, but I just don't think he's going to have the money somehow on 700 gas. How is that even possible? Looks like the, ooh, you do not want to do that. You always want to wait with your Zerglings for them to come up the ramp, because that spot right there is just prime time for a Protoss player. Zerg units are only really, these Zerglings are only really good when they get the surround in and just getting completely obliterated here. More Zealots coming in from the proxy pylon.
So for me, really, this game was all about after Tittily pushed back Kifd on that first push. he really should have gone for Kifd's main, because Kifd was just putting down his extra gateways, gearing up for a
Yeah.
push, and I think he would have been able to do some damage, at least to his economy.
You might be right about that.
I mean, really,
Ooh.
the failure to counter after you push back and forth, or at least to poke and prod, loses me so
I
many
would
games.
say
So
that, yes, he should have either done that or expanded. Unfortunately, he did expand, but it's up here, and I'm sure you probably haven't even seen it yet.
he does that every game.
This is a trademark Tittily move. You'll be seeing it years from now in the Tittily recams. And there's a good game. Maybe that expansion going down here, a couple spine crawlers there, a little economy boost could have made this work out. So we are going to go directly into game 2, and we will be right back.